So one thing that I say a lot in chess is drag your enemy into unknown territory. And if he tries to do it to you, if he tries to destroy your positional structure, embrace the chaos. Bring chaos yourself. And when it comes to you, embrace it. Right, so we've got a game here against a player similar rating to mine, somewhere around the 2000 mark. Opens with the king pawn and the bishop. Now, when the bishop comes out first, I generally expect someone to be hyper aggressive. They might even sack that bishop on a quick check with my king to just get my king loose, to work my king loose. So castling becomes of the highest priority. I don't rate this move. I don't know why he did it. It's an odd move. I suppose he's just releasing the dark bishop, but I don't rate it. It allows me to spend some time chasing his bishop if I feel like it. So now I've got to get ready to castle. Sure enough, here comes the knight.
Kingside castling.
Castle, and it looks like he's not, even with not getting the fried liver, he wants to actually just exchange the bishop and the knight for the rook, which I'm always happy to do as an exchange. I think rooks are overrated. Check. Give me 2 minor pieces instead of a rook any day.
Kingside castling.
But the other thing that he clearly had as an aim, which he has achieved, is to sort of open up my king's position, and it's opened up quite badly actually. Far worse than you might think, you might expect. Not sure this was the best square to move my queen to, but it did actually turn out to be pretty important there, because his attack's going to come, as I say, furious and fast, exactly as expected, and he's going to start piling on pressure. So we got this one. This move to get so I can move the pawn, so I can get the other knight on the case. That's good, because then I can, shore things up as well. What I mean is that knight move of his was good because it wastes a move really. Can't do anything more with it, and that allowed me to do this, release that white bishop. He doesn't want me attacking his queen because he wants her in the fight, so he does that little move to stop me moving my bishop onto g4. But now I've got the knight cloned, and I feel relatively safe now. There's queen, knight, pawn, and king, all protecting that square, that f6 square, that crucial f6 square, and he can't really break through with these pawns. So try to kick the bishop. Don't really want to try and kick it again because that's going to cost me a pawn. So what do? Well, try to get the king to safety. I think this was a bad move in retrospect, but I'm not really sure what else I could have done. I wouldn't want really to move to the back rank at that point. On the other side, I mean, because you open yourself up to all sorts of x-rays and things. And now he opens up this file, so I mean, I had to move the king out of the way, I suppose.
Check.
Getting a quick check before recapturing this. That way I can grab that diagonal, and with a possible sort of threat of checkmate at some point on g1 with my queen, if I can get her there. Might be able to sneakily do a checkmate there if he starts doing an aggressive all-out with his major pieces, which it looks like he's doing. And I changed my mind and decided that I need the queen to stay here and guard this knight. And had I moved my queen to d4, which was the idea, it fails to bishop to f2, and then he'll take my bishop, and then it's a mess. So we just got to batten down the hatches, really. A little bit of a counter-attack there, which is quite nifty. Moves to here, and I don't know if you know, but pawn forks, pawns cannot be taken en passant by rooks. I don't know if you know that, but I bet you he tried to. So back to here, just for the meantime, just making sure I've got enough artillery on this square, which is now the contended square, is now the f6 square still. He's trying to get the pawns up. That's actually a free gift, that pawn. Could have taken it, but I wanted to do this instead. I thought, let's have a free bishop instead. Okay, so now my king is very, very stripped bare, which is not too great an idea. But I do have that pawn. I did remember to snap it up. Very important that, because now he can't advance the other one. I'll just snap that up with the bishop too.
Check.
And now he's got a check. And I can't take it with my knight, that queen, because the knight's pinned, obviously. So I have to move. Now the knight isn't pinned, and he can't do the other check, because then it really will be captured by the knight. So he comes back to here, hoping, and now what he's thinking is to go up to g7 for a quick check, and just carry on like that. Well, this is all nice and dandy, but all I have to do is move here, believe it or not. And now my knight's protecting his checking square again. So that all worked out pretty good. This is a walk from castle to castle in the open air. I mean, I'm literally like that general in Vietnam, walking through the battlefield with bullets whizzing past his ears, completely invincible at this stage. That's how it looks to me. And this is why I say to you, embrace the chaos. Bring chaos to your enemy. This player is playing correctly, in my view. They are bringing chaos to me. They are playing a chaotic game, which I love. I love chaotic chess because it's refreshing. But don't just bring chaos, learn to embrace the chaos, learn to bring it. And when it comes to you, embrace it. Learn to live, learn to thrive in chaos. You will find new and different and exciting opportunities in chaos that you wouldn't normally find. So keep your eyes peeled. We go up to here, and my king is now absolutely safe. In fact, I would say safer than his king. Much safer than his king at the moment. Queen comes to here. Don't know what he's trying to do. He really hasn't got a lot that he can try and do. So, in fact, this is a very, very bad move on his part because it lays him open to a revealed attack by my bishop. And by putting the bishop there, it's an even better revealed attack. Really, that was the idea, to just block his pawn advance. That was the idea there. I mean, I could take it if it was advanced anyway. And then we had this. Now, believe it or not, I did not see that I had done a revealed attack on his queen, and nor did he, strangely enough. Neither of us saw that. But that's because that's what happens in chaotic chess. There's so many plates spinning. Again, I don't even know why he moved that knight. He can't do anything with it. It is absolutely neutered. It's covering two escape squares of my king, I suppose. That's all it's doing. But this foolish move, because of not seeing the bishop attack, I mean, it was a backwards attack.
Check.
But now it gives to this, which is going to win the rook, and quite honestly going to win the queen. And this is a resigning position, if ever I saw one, and if ever you saw one. So today's lesson, embrace the chaos, because you're going to see some weird and wonderful stuff happening when you get into chaos. And the people that have learned all these chess systems, well, their systems aren't going to help them when they get into these situations. Their systems can't help them here. His king's got to go to a vulnerable square now, unfortunately. And if it goes here, even if his queen wasn't there,
Check.
I'd have this next. And grabbing the rook, that's even if his queen wasn't en prise as well.
Check.
His other alternative's even worse. Because,
Check.
I mean, that's just, you know. embrace the chaos, my friends. And you too may get yourself up to a rating like this. Hope you've enjoyed that. That was Chess Voices, and like and subscribe if you would like to see or hear more from me on Chess Voices, the most relaxing chess channel on YouTube.